time in Goss's Garage, I want to give you a couple pointers about a very basic part of your automobile, the heater hoses. Now, I don't know if you know it or not, but hoses on cars are made out of rubber. The rubber is reinforced with fabric that gives it strength. Now, over time, that fabric, every time you accelerate and the pressure changes inside the cooling system, that fabric gets stretched and then relaxed, stretched and relaxed. And over time, that fabric gets weak. So you should be replacing hoses, not based on their external condition, because all you're seeing out here is cosmetic rubber. The actual problem is inside that you can't see. So they should be replaced, even though they look good, probably at 5 years or 75,000 miles, whichever comes first. But remember back in the day, if you know anything about older cars, the heater hose was just a straight piece of hose. There wasn't anything to it. You went to the parts store and you bought heater hose by the foot and you put it on the car. There were 3 sizes. There was 1/2 inch, 5/8, and 3/4 inch, and that was all there was to it. Well, those days are long gone. Look at these critters here, and these are simple compared to some of them. These are off of a late model Chrysler, and we see here we have this branch, this Y. We have the same thing over here in this one, and these are made out of plastic. Over time, the plastic gets brittle and it cracks right there in the middle of the Y. So when it comes time to replace these, what you probably want to do is to look for something like we have here. We can see this one has a cast metal Y in there that isn't going to degrade over time like the plastic does. And you're going to have a longer life. Plus, the other thing is that you could potentially replace just the hose without buying this big assembly, because the assembly usually costs a lot more than just the hose. Now, the thing that you look for here, of course, these came from Dorman Products, Dorman.com online, and they have a whole bunch of these problem solvers and so on that address common weaknesses in the original equipment stuff. So whether it's Dorman or some other manufacturer that specializes in those sorts of problem-solving parts, well, that's what you ought to look for. And if you have a question, a comment, or would like to get just some good automotive tips and advice, check us out at goss-garage.com.